wanataka mani ukilipa unakwarua ufundi kitandani soma nguvu kujikamua unafika ndani hujatoa masaa unachanua wanawake wa leo wanataka mikakati ukiwa mzogaji ya Mungu huwapati mapenzi ya video hata kutoa kamasi eti nikinywa maji na kuona kwenye glasi kupiga chabo geto kono na deto sunche na kapeto majei na mobeto hizo ni zama za kale sangulo mapepe kale bolingondo mbolo zilipendwa twanga chipolo polo zilipendwa na maji ya kandoro zilipendwa simba wa morogoro zilipendwa tani spati skari kuru kabisa zilipendwa hivi yukwapi embi toto latifa zilipendwa babu tale wapi papa misifa zilipendwa squeezy party atwenda gikibisa zilipendwa mpira na pele zilipendwa tanu na nyerere zilipendwa ashangedere zilipendwa uze nyumba weke heshima pa eti lazimishe yale kukata sabuni kicherema zilipendwa mabanda ya sinema zilipendwa ikumba na mlema zilipendwa Diamond na Wema zilipendwa hizo ni zama za kale za zamani sangulo mapepe kale akina sogidogi zilipendwa aliana logi zilipendwa sasa ibogi zilipendwa bandame anodi zilipendwa unanibipu kupigie umeiweka vocha afternoon ule wewe how you doing meniona rofa happy new week literally it's Wednesday I know I've not been here Monday Tuesday but happy new week missed you nywele za kichina bochi za kwazima sena na betina 6 minutes past the top of the hour. Karibuni sana to another beautiful episode of the Pan-African Bliss. My name is Joby. Shout out to everyone who's listening, joining us through the YouTube channel. Be sure everyone with us on the radio station, Spreaker, Spotify, wherever you're catching these amazing vibes and voice from. Karibuni, man. Feeling amazing today. Ready for the conversation. Let me know if you missed me on the mic. If you missed the conversations, you want to know what's happening, trending in Africa. Yes, karibuni sana. My name is Joby. Yes, I hope you guys are doing amazing and welcome to another beautiful episode of the Pan-African Bliss. My name is Joby and of course I am feeling amazing to be here back on the mic, literally where I belong. Should I say that? But I'm feeling amazing, feeling so energetic. The week started with so much amazing vibes and of course that's all that I'm bringing and feeling and I hope you're feeling the same. But of course karibuni sana, it's exactly 47 minutes past the top of the hour and shout out to everyone with us on the YouTube channel, on BitChute once again, to everyone with us on the radio station, Spreaker, Spotify, wherever you are catching us live from, because we're everywhere as Black Hot Fire Network. In case you're here for the first time, kindly feel free to subscribe on whatever platform or follow us on whatever platform you're listening to us from. And of course, buckle up because I'm going to be, of course, talking about what I've not been here to discuss since Monday. Literally, we had attended as Black Hot Fire. We had gotten a chance to go for a certain media training and it was super amazing. I learned a lot, expressed myself a lot as a journalist, talked about things that journalists go through, things that spaces that journalists should be in, talk about some things, and it was super amazing. And of course, let me know how you have been, how your weekend was. Mine was fantastic. I can't complain. I'm just literally feeling amazing as we continue with the week. Feels amazing to be literally back. But we're going to be talking about the trending conversations, of course, across Africa. We're going to start with what is happening literally, that is with Kenya. Kenya has a lot that is happening, which the major topic is actually where we have 33 bodies. They started with 14. Over the weekend, there were 14 bodies, fresh bodies that were found in one of the cemenctry. And apparently, actually, the witnesses, that is even what makes this event story even now more interesting. The witnesses who are there, they saw some people who came with a truck with some, you know, things like look like some things just carried on a bag, literally to figure out later when they were digging to see what these people buried. There were bodies of people, and majority of them, 25 of them, happened to be children. Recently, we've had Kenya being mentioned as one of the major trafficking, human trafficking and organ trafficking country, top of the countries. And it's literally, this is very, very scary. This is even more super scary. You're like, where am I safe? And then I've heard they're even using a tactic right now, which is super, super crazy because of the lack of job opportunities in Kenya. They put up posters, they advertise there's a job opportunity, there are spaces, they're paying you this amount. Then you take yourself because you're desperate for a job. Then when you get there, you find it's actually not a job, but literally where these people had planned for you. They had planned for you, you get kidnapped, and they go literally remove your organs and kill you. And this is how we've had even street kids. I think we're talking about this a month ago or some few weeks ago, literally, where we've been mentioning street kids also disappearing in the streets of Nairobi, and most of them ending up being dead. And nobody is talking about it, not even our governor, nobody. But we're going to be discussing about that as our major conversation. And apart from that, we're going to talk about also how Kenya, literally currently, they are running low on fuel because of the Middle East crisis. Of course, so much has been happening with Iran, America, and Israel. Also, we have Kenya, which has already sent its first shipment, the agricultural goods, to China. We're going to be checking on that. On this other end, as Kenyans are suffering, including the small local business or small traders. So we're going to be discussing about that as well. And so much coming also from the deputy president of the 254, who has actually said that he needs 450 million Kenyan shillings for hospitality and a helicopter. A helicopter. And let's not forget that Kenya recently, we had the state out itself asking for literally about 17 billion to just manage the state out itself. So we're going to be discussing on that and so much. So karibuni sana, but before we get into that, a quick reminder, in case you're here again for the first time, kindly subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, get yourself these amazing supplements. We have organic supplements on the like of ashwagandha, shea butter, moringa. We have multivitamin, brain and focus, beetroot, so much more literally for you that you can find under the BHFN sports page. You also have the Black Hot Fire Network apparel store. We can get yourself hoodies, beanies, merchandise with our logo. And apart from that, you can actually explore the page by literally sharing articles, links of the trending news that is on the social page. The show page also, where you can see the other conversations that have been had before, or literally when we're live on the network. And better if you have Amazon TV, Roku TV, our app is also available. So kindly ensure you download it and stay Black Hot Fire. But for now, stay brain and focus.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Affordable price. And of course, karibuni sana once again. My name is Joby, to those who are here for the first time. And as we start with today's conversation, of course, we're going to start with what is happening in my very own country. A lot has been happening economically, entertainment wise, but we're going to be catching on entertainment later. This is literally all political. We have the Kenyan fuel price, which is going super, super high. Recently, personally, I've been complaining about the bike people or the motorbike people literally just hiking up the price of a short distance. And of course, they're not to be blamed. The African leaders are to be blamed for always giving away our resources. Literally, we have, as we talk about that, Zambia being threatened by the US and I believe this is actually because they didn't sign the healthcare deal, which we saw so many countries, including Kenya. Those are some of the conversations actually we're having on that media training, looking at how African countries cannot be left alone because of how they've been working with these Western nation, European nations, and which has left us in a space of always being dependent on these people and always claiming independence, which is crazy. So we have Kenya. I'm going to start with that, of course. The Kenya fuel prices retailers are running short for suppliers, and this is amid the Middle East crisis. But I believe actually this is not even supposed to be affecting us because, again, these other countries have been enriched with oil because of Africa. That is just the bare fact. They have been enriched with oil. If you look at the amount of oil Kenya is exporting outside, it's a lot. If you look at the amount of oil Uganda, Tanzania, which I bet now they're working together, you can see the Tanganyika whole thing, which we talked about last week. African countries are giving away their own resources. So it's us to blame at this particular point. Karibu sana Keith.
It's not dishonest, nothing to give away. You don't refine shit. So only one's got a refining company. Shout out to Dan Goldie over in Nigeria, where they try to destroy him. He might be the savior of Africa right now because he's shipping refined gas to Cote d'Ivoire, Tanzania, a few more African countries. You know, the problem is that you have oil, you don't have no refining. That whole thing about Africa. You ship your resources out, but you don't refine shit. You don't manufacture anything. So that's the problem. And so also, man, this damn, I told you this gonna happen. Shout out to Iran, man. I told you this about to destroy the fuck up the world economy. If you do anything, you already hold all the cards, like I said. And they wanted to destroy the American economy. That's why I had to build, like I knew it was gonna be a war. But I knew this day was coming. So this day is coming. The dollar's going to be destroyed. It's on its last leg, and it's coming. So people have always started losing their jobs in America already. As I told you, they would. People have, prices have gone up. Fuel has gone up. You live in California again. You live in my home state. I don't know how the fuck you get back and forth to work. I don't know how you're getting back and forth to work. It's already goddamn $6-7 a gallon as far as gas is concerned. So I don't know how you're surviving. It's gonna get worse over here. Thank God winter's over. Your winter bills, your people living up north, all these cold ass states, good luck to you when winter comes around again. It's gonna break your back to heat your home. Good luck to you. A lot of people about to lose their jobs, and you put this moron in there, this idiot, that understand. Oh man, but it had to be done. This is an evil empire. Like I said, this all the West combines. You understand history? This is fortunate. This is the end of white power. Shout out to another white guy said on TikTok. I said that this is when these savages got out of Europe and started raping and robbing and pillaging and stealing every fucking thing. This is the first time they've been knocked in the motherfucking mouth. For real. This is the very first time. Because things work in cycles. Shout out to Iraq. Because of Iran, Iraq has got free. All the Americans and the British had to leave Iraq over the weekend because they were getting murdered, getting fucked up in Iraq. So they asked to leave. They left Iraq. Iraq can now get its own oil back. Imagine that. People can get back their own resources. But the Rothschilds have been stealing for the last 25 fucking years. So, also, ain't it funny? You always scream out about we need to have Bikini Faso, Mali, and Niger be Democratic elections. What about these fake dictators you've been exposed to? Saudi Arabia, a fake dictatorship. The UAE, fake and wicked. Bahrain, fake and wicked. Qatar, fake and wicked. Bahrain, fake and wicked. Kuwait, you ain't never said, oh, how about democracies and these fake kingdoms that we created? These fake kingdoms? You ain't never said about no democracy there. And that's what Iran said. These fake kingdoms, shout out to Iran, but these fake kingdoms that were made by white people are going to be destroyed. Yeah, that's why the United Nations never said we want democracy in Bahrain and the EA, whatever, the United Arab Emirates, the AU, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, because those were created by white people. And they're nothing but puppet states. Iran said we're going to destroy all of them. All of them will be destroyed. All of them. These fake family dictators, they're going to be destroyed. So Africa, let this be a lesson to you. Only through power. See, Iran was waiting. Iran said, oh, they're going to come for us. It's time to start building shit. You need to teach your children. Go ahead, Joby.
I don't think I don't think Africa is still realizing what's happening, and especially with these puppet leaders, we're not going to. The people, majority, I'd say minority, the percentage of the number of the people, only a few know what's happening and how this is going to hit hard on us, because this is coming back to us, literally again. This goes back to us. That's what I'm saying. All these countries we're talking about as well, most of them have enriched themselves through oil and through Africa. This is from Africa, literally. This is why you can see countries like currently America is threatening majority of the countries, like Zambia. If you don't give us our oil, you're gonna face consequences of it. Like going threatening different multiple people. Literally, if you don't give us your source, if you don't give us what we're supposed to be having, what's yours, you know, you're gonna face the consequences. So I don't feel, and I don't think with the puppets of the leaders we have, some of the discussions we're having on the training we were literally
Africa's back gonna break because they never built no real military. It's based in goofy tribal shit. Different tribes. You haven't had no cohesive military. You haven't built power. Africans are scared of power. And you worry about Jesus and fake Allah, all that dumb shit. What you guys talking about in your training? What happened in your training?
I'm saying those are the things we were talking about. How Africa is not in an independent continent. How we've been the fake independency terms, and yet we can't even make decisions even when it comes to our own food, our own health. We're so held by the tail, like, you know, by the head and the tail. We can't move. Like we stay where we're told to stay, which is super crazy. But I was talking about Kenya, but this is not just Kenya, which is facing the shortages of fuel. We have majority of the countries, including even Nigeria itself, which is crazy because we have on this other hand countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. These are the independent countries which have been trying to ensure things actually are not only locally processed, but the country and the people benefit the most out of it. Now Burkina Faso has developed so much. But we had that is Tinubu. It was when he was in the UK, he said that
that more. I thought, we need to stop the terrorism. Come help us, white daddy. You've already fucked up. Listen, Nigeria would have been a power if you didn't have morons run it. They're corrupt. They're backward. They're fucked up. Some of the African man. There's something wrong with the African mind. Nigeria should be a power. Would have been a power, but the white man broke it up. They put puppets and morons up in there. So he's up there in Britain talking about, please, white daddy, come, please come. We know where your bootlicks. Please come put your military and take out this hell like you want so we get control of them again. I've already told you. You see what Iran did? You don't got no white people no more to put no boots on the ground. African men, you grab a backbone and a spine. I told you, this ain't a white power. So that's why I told you put your backbone, talk about putting boots on the ground in Africa, you won't survive it. You won't survive it. Because you see what happened in Iraq. Remember, just put it up. Iraq, they had boots on the ground for 25 years. And once Iran finally got in lobbing them missiles into Iraq, that was a wrap for your white people. Then they beg, can you stop killing us? Will you give us a ceasefire for 24 hours so we can get out of the country? Yeah, you get all your shit and you get the fuck out of here. And we're going to murder all of you people. Because boots on the ground for them don't work no more. And you got to tell them, we're going to bring the Marines over to Iran. Okay, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I was a U.S. Marine. That's what they always send in first to tear shit up. But you ain't got enough to tear shit up. You don't got enough numbers. That's the dirty secret. You got enough. So bring the Marines in and watch them get fucked up. Just like I talk about NATO. I talk about this NATO. What was NATO doing in Iraq? What was NATO doing over there? Nobody knew NATO. They've been stealing all these people's shit. What's NATO doing in Iraq? We didn't even know that. So they got NATO, which is all white people. That's England, France, Germany, all these white countries in America. That's NATO in America. We already knew why America was there. They invaded Iraq, took it over, killed Saddam Hussein. You know, after he did their bidding, you know, doing a war against Iran in the 80s for 10 years. Then they came back and got his ass. He was their puppet. That was so brutal with you morons, you puppets. Saddam was put in power literally by the CIA back in the late 60s. But Iran got freedom of the white man in the 70s, right? And let the black people go. They took Iraq, Saddam Hussein, and had him fight Iran for 10 years. Chemical weapons, blowing them up. This wicked ass war against Iran, right? And then after 10 years, they decided to go after them Saddam, who was their puppet. Only because their puppet said the same thing out loud that Iran is saying now. You're not allowed to say this to white people. He said, Iraq, Saddam said, hey, these made up fake countries, this Kuwait shit is not supposed to even exist. The British created this shit when the Ottoman Turk Empire fell. And this has always been part of Iraq's land, Mesopotamia. But of course, the white man created the fake country of Kuwait. They made it. And Saddam said, you know what, that oil belongs to us. Belongs to Iraq. Because this is a fake made-up country that the white man made up after World War I. The white man made this shit up. And we're not going to acknowledge it. So I'm going to invade it and take it back. Same way Idi Amin said with Tanzania. I'm going to take it back. So these fake made-up countries, that's why he went after Saddam and got rid of him, because he said, hey, these fake made-up kingdoms are not supposed to exist. They're fake. I'm going to go take Kuwait, at least, because that was always Mesopotamia. That was part of Iraq before the white man showed up over here. And so once he tried to take that oil back, they came after his ass. But Iran had been waiting. African people, learn this. Power doesn't respect weakness. The reason why Iran can dictate shit down, because they slowly been learning, slowly been building, acquiring power quietly, right? Now they can project power. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Maybe that's what Kagame wants to do. But before we get into that, can you allow me to share this?
Kagame? What about Kagame? What's Kagame? What Kagame want to do? What about Kagame, Joey?
I'm saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear you. What about Kagame?
I'm saying maybe that's what Kagame wants to do. But before we get into that,
Kagame's a moron. Go ahead, Joey.
Currently, we are challenged in being the largest city in West Africa.
Look at this idiot. This idiot. Then the world looks. Look at this idiot here. He's the president of a country. You wouldn't make this motherfucker a goddamn head of KFC. All these African leaders are like partially retarded. Museveni, the moron down in the Cameroon, all these morons. These are African leaders. Go ahead, Joe. You can't understand this idiot. Go ahead.
President Bola Tinubu has emphasized that the breakdown of security in the Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, which have experienced military coups, have created an evil-minded environment where terrorism spills over into Nigeria. While he acknowledged that the role of these nations in Nigeria in security, is actively working to bring these three countries back to ECOWAS to collaborate with them to fight terrorism.
He's trying to bring them back. Trying to bring them back to be slaves. This fucking moron. You know the terrorists are the people he's up there talking with. The people that create the terrorism are the people that's no good boot-licking, handkerchief head, backstabbing, no good nigga is talking to. And everybody knows it. Trying to bring them back to a fake organization that was created by white people for white people. They ain't built nothing in Africa. Nigeria's a basket case of poverty. Impoverished. How's a rich country like Nigeria be impoverished? If you suppose that all these things were to help ECOWAS, all these rich African nations are impoverished. Listen, the scam is up. Nobody wants to keep hearing these goofy scams. Should nobody in Africa be impoverished? All this goofy talk. Get out of here. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, but as he talks, this is what is happening in this country.
But inside London last week, our leaders go talk say the Nigerian economy, they boom. Here now a rundown of the main things that happened last week inside the Nigerian economy. First, I give you the picture. The Dangote refineries just increased fuel price for the 5th time in 21 days. Now taking fuel price for filling stations to 1,400 naira for 1 liter of fuel. Saudi Arabia won't say crude oil will soon reach $180. That one means we go most likely buy fuel.
Nigeria is a main oil producer. Nigeria is a main oil producer. But these morons, besides Dan Cody fighting them, remember they didn't want the government fought Dan Cody building a refinery. Right? So you're talking about mismanaging Africa for white people. Because the white people take all of Nigeria's oil and make billions of dollars and keep black people poor. So nobody be having no fuel crisis in no Nigeria. But these morons all caught up in their goofy religions. You got the Christians in the south and the moronic Muslims in the north of Nigeria. Oh, they screaming Allah. These niggas screaming Jesus. The country is backward, fucked up. Did you know Nigeria had over the weekend a raping festival? You talking about that? You supposed to get shot in the head. You talking about a country that's fucked up mentally. Fucked up in the head mentally. It should be torn down, broken apart, then rebuilt. But you got a raping festival of women. You're supposed to be shot in the motherfucking head. Go ahead, Joby.
Nigerian government never ever works in the interest of the masses. Why?
Of course it doesn't.
Right now, the price of fuel is going to 1,400 in some states.
Don't forget, let me say this. Don't forget, Nigeria was the richest British colony in Africa. They're never gonna let it go without war. So how can it be rich under the Europeans and now poor and broke now? It was their richest colony. Okay? It was their richest colony. How's it broke now? Go ahead, Joby.
Government to step in to cushion the effects, to address the masses. They have started using subsidiaries like Daily Trust to show us or to tell us that we are paying, for fuel cheaper than they are paid in other countries. They started comparing the price.
These are the things that Tinubu is supposed to be talking about, how this colonial system have not let go of Africa and how they're going
Exactly, Joby.
But he's going to literally betray countries that are doing something for themselves, what he can't do. It's crazy.
Nigerians pay for fuel than UK, Germany, US, South Africa, and other countries. When it is time for you guys to compare the wages, the living wages they receive in those countries, you will remain mute. I don't know why it's difficult for our government to work in the interest of the masses. Look at Greece. They are mapping 300 million euros to cushion the effect of the fuel hike because of the war in the Middle East. We are only producing nation. Only thing we see in this country is everything is force. When it's time for you to implement taxation, you implement it with force. No consultation, nothing. You always go against the will of the people. Remember, the reason why leaders are elected is to protect the interest of the people. You will just bring in tax. Nigerians are not paying tax. What is the essence of tax? There is a social part when somebody pays for tax. Tax means that I'm giving you my money for you to use it in my own interest. And when issues like this arise,
now if we look at personally, I'm starting to think if you look at this tax thing, we go back to that Kenyan lady was explaining. It's like I'm paying to literally exist in my own country because my money doesn't have me. Money is not being put where it's supposed to be put. When you talk about good roads, good bridges, good schools, we just see more churches. We just see more. We just see more government offices increasing and more bullshit. We're not seeing any development when it comes to the what interest serves the most of the majority of the people. We're not seeing nothing, completely nothing. This is crazy.
To put hand into the pocket of that tax and be able to cushion the effects for the general public. But in Nigeria, it looks as if tax is robbing. That is why other countries are stepping in to help their country. Go to UK, they have made a lot of moves. They placed a cap on rentage. They've tried to bring in more money to cushion the effect of all these things. In Nigeria here, it's always
I can't understand a goddamn thing he's saying. Why is that English so bad? Go ahead.
I can understand.
Join them or you're against them. I don't need to join you people or join any party for me to enjoy dividend of.
And that's why I told you most of these goofy Jamaicans. You should have said these goofy Jamaicans. That's where they came from slavery, from Nigeria, because that's how the English got even worse over in damn Jamaica. Go back and chase their lineage. They come from Nigeria. And like that's where that patois shit came from. I don't understand. Explain it. What is he saying, Joe?
Yeah, he's talking about how the fuel prices are going so high, and not just fuel, but how Nigeria is an oil producing country, but all the government has is subsidize, keep on increasing taxes. Why am I paying taxes? This question: why am I paying taxes when I can't see even where my money is going? I can't see the same thing.
But they don't want to say. They don't want to say the truth because you know why you're oil producing. You're a big oil producing country because you don't control your oil. The white man does, because you won't fight him. You won't fight him. See, they gave the white Arab the oil. That's how they got rich, from their oil. They shared the wealth with their white Arab cousins, but not with you. They steal all of it. Since you're bootlick and cowardly, that's why your oil. So that's why your oil. That's why your oil is so high, dude. That's why. That's why. You want to know the truth? That's why. You're an oil-producing country. You don't control none of it. Your resources go to make white people rich. See, if you should be as rich as Dubai, really richer, because you got not only oil you got in Africa, everything else. They only got oil, but they get to keep their oil money because that's the European white cousins. They're Turks, actually. They're not even Arabs. They're fucking Turks. When the Ottoman Turk Empire fell, they were put in power as big kings. So they get to keep a lot of that oil money, but you don't, because you're not white. Hey, you don't tell the truth and shame the devil. You are a nigger and supposed to be on the bottom, and since you can't fight, we take all your shit. And that's what's going on. That's why your prices are high. How can your price be high? You got the oil, you got the best land. Why is your food high? Why is Africa importing food when Africa has the best land? Huh? Make all this shit make sense.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Joe.
Because of the white people. Because of the
how about
talking
that?
about resources, we have the cobalt. Talking still about resources, we have the cobalt metals, which is a mining firm and backed by the US. That is Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates.
Oh, Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Oh, Jeff Bezos from Amazon and Bill Gates, two in Africa. But can no African person do it? Again, here we go. Go ahead, Joe. Here we go again.
You're breaking.
Oh, go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
You're breaking. I can't hear you correctly. But yeah, they're saying that cobalt metal, the mining firm backed by the Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, has officially launched its $2.5 billion copper project in Zambia. And the investment marks a major step expanding copper production and critical mining for clean energy technologies, electric vehicle, and global industry supply chains. The project is expected to strengthen Zambia's position as a key layer in the global copper market while attracting further investment. And I think recently we had Zambia also saying they're going to stop exporting mineral resources. And I think after they state that,
So they're gonna
we had
refine it.
the US,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the US threatened them. They said that if you don't do this, this is what they were saying. Look at this.
United States of America is going to cut all the HIV medication aid to Zambia if Zambia does not give
HIV,
the United States of America.
HIV, we'll cut the medication of the AIDS that we gave you, dumb niggas, because you're stupid. We gave you vaccines, they gave you the shit. Ain't it funny? Now we're gonna cut up the medication as if you can't make your own fucking poisonous shit. The Africans, you gotta start growing up. So now, if you don't give us your resources, all your shit, keep it poor, we're gonna cut off your AIDS medication. Fuck the AIDS medication. Fuck it, keep it. We'll make our own. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, it's
See what he's saying. Let me hear what he's saying. Go ahead.
Mineral earth. According to the reports that is coming in, the United States of America had offered Zambia a $1 billion package to fund their healthcare system and also access their health data. In exchange, Zambia was to give the United States of America
your health data. So when does the white man ever give a fuck about your health? Never. That's to get your information so it can make diseases that'll knock you out of here, stupid. Okay? Everybody knows that. Like, shout out to Zimbabwe said, oh, you're going to give us your health data? Of course they're not. Why the fuck would you give them your health data? And then also, the deals don't even make sense. It's the same shit Makaburini talking about. These deals don't even make any sense. I'm going to give you my health data. Then I'm going to give you all my resources too. For what? Go ahead, Joe. Y'all crazy.
access to the rare earth, which the United States of America wants it with all they have, because China had decided to cut off the United States of America from receiving the rare earth. So when Zambia saw that this deal was not in alignment with their national interest, they decided that they are not.
How can China tell them that? Oh, because China's in Africa stealing shit too. China don't have no rare earth in that fucked up country. It's all in Africa. Oh, but the African man is too much of a coward and a weakling. That's why. Go ahead.
To give access the United States of America to the rare earth. And that angered the United States of America to a point where they say that if Zambia does not give them access, and all the people of Zambia living with HIV will not have access to medicine, because the United States of America is
African
going to
people,
cut the
African people, their HIV is bullshit. Their medicines are bullshit. You create your own. Understand? Start growing up. Time of you being cowardly and weak is over. Start growing up and do research and development for your own people. Find out what works. Stop boot licking. Stop scraping. Get off your backs and your knees. God damn. Can't you do shit on your own? Shit's crazy.
Crazy. But as we continue, we also have Kenya talking about how we need to start doing things of our own.
I just said exactly. And that's why they just came into being. This shit is crazy. The Africans are 2-year-old child. Oh, we can't do nothing else. Please, white daddy, white hair, white Chinese help us. What the fuck is going on? Go ahead, Joe.
Crazy. So we have Kenya. That was last week. We saw that Kenya did sign a free, that is zero tariff deal of exporting food, including also mineral resources, all the way to China. And we talked about this looking at
China again.
talking about I shared some videos last week where we saw some Chinese even talking about their own country, how they exploit Africa. I mean, and they were like, we benefited from Africa, and
it's not our fault that, and same thing the Koreans said. Koreans said, ain't our fault that these Africans are stupid. Don't blame us that they're dumb. It's their fault they're stupid. And since they're stupid, we're going to exploit them. And that's how the world feels. The Africans are stupid, they're dumb, and so they're going to keep getting exploited. It's not our fault they're dummies. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, damn. Okay. Oh, so they're saying that Kenya sent its first shipment of the agriculture goods to China under a new zero tariff deal, aiming to boost export and reduce its trade deficit with the Asian giant. How do you even reduce? How do you even reduce? How do you say you're aiming to boost export and reduce its trade deficit with the Asian giant? While on this other hand, we're seeing that you're trying to actually increase taxes on the small local farmers and small traders. How does this work? This is Kenya. This is Kenya currently as we talk. They're saying that this was flagged off on March 23rd. That was last week when I talked about it. The consignment includes avocados, avocado oil, coffee, raw coffee, of course, and the hides, all set to benefit from 98% duty-free access to the Chinese market starting May 1st, 2026. The move signals a strategic push by the Kenya to expand market access for its agricultural products and strengthen trade ties with China. It's crazy while we're trying to benefit the rest of the world, while our farms are dying. We're giving our farms to Bill Gates to give us GMOs and chemicals that have been banned in Europe, and they don't care. None of these countries are talking about how we need to even literally deal with our own food security. Food security is one of the things we can see literally the rest of the nations are running. Look at Israel again. Why are they coming for Kenya? Those people, if they have health plans and all that, why don't they stay there? Why are they coming to Africa? It's crazy. Yes,
they haven't they're coming. They're already there. They're just gonna come in our astronomical numbers. They control Africa. They're not coming, but they're there. They would say we're gonna now invade it more, take it over in your face.
Well, where we were at that media training, I'd say it was a kind of a 4 or 5 star hotel, and the only people who were there, I tell you, it was just white people. I think it was just yesterday I just spotted some few black people, but on Monday I saw nothing but I was like, damn, ew, these people are so many. Like, these people are literally, I think I've never met a group of many white people like that in one place. And I was like, damn, these people are so many. This is just a white only hotel, It's like white people can afford to be here. It's crazy. It's
crazy, but coming back. Yeah.
They are in plenty. That is happening, and still they're misspending our money. Instead of investing money on the right things, like improving supporting our local farmers. Again, questioning why, because we've seen China and the Chinese themselves, they're expanding in Africa. We've seen Chinatowns, we've seen China malls, we've seen now Israel about to build their own mall. Like, it's like Africa is completely being taken over by a group of people, and all of them are also fighting which is my share, which is you get the half a loaf, I get the other half a loaf, and until we kick all these Africans out of here. And they're doing it by, number one, poisoning our food, poisoning our water, poisoning our animals, them pushing that we should vaccinate our cows. Why are we vaccinating our cows? And all this implementation, they come and push upon Africa. But we go back to literally how, again, we accept the loans, because we know Africa has gotten to this point because of the taking of the loans, which is, again, why we take loans. We are the providers of the real shit. Why are we taking some pieces of papers for nothing?
How about that?
Like, why are we giving the real things for nothing? It's just super crazy. Looking at still Kenya, we have now how they're misspending the funds, because we've seen that was last week, the debt that East Africa, some major East African countries are where they are, and Kenya is one among the debted countries.
Indebted, of course.
So we have, that was last week, I think 2 weeks ago, where the Kenya State House had doubled the budget of 2025-2026 financial year to 17 billion. That is up from an initial 5 Kenyan shillings, sparking intense debate over government spending. And the official confirmed that the allocation in March 2026, which is higher than the budget of the U.S. White House. And we talked about this.
I told you. Hey, what? How's a third world country like Kenya budget higher than the richest country in the world's budget? What the fuck is happening? Is you talking about stealing on a level that you can't even understand?
Exactly. And that's why
how's a budget of 50 million people bigger than the budget of 350 million people in America? And don't make what? This is, you talking about the stealing that's on a level that's, it just mind blowing.
Exactly. They're saying that the budget increase, that is that the State House officials requested additional funding, raising the total allocation of 17 billion Kenyan shillings. And the political response from this is from one of the MP, Kithure Kindiki, that is the nearest story, who condemned the spending, suggesting that it could instead be used to confirm 44,000 junior secondary school teachers, interns, and the permanent...
Can't pay schools. You can be honest, you can't give free education, but you can pay for all this shit. You're not paying for that. This is how these politicians steal, guys. This is grab. It's called grab. They just pay all these politicians that don't do nothing. They can't fund their schools, can't fund teachers, because all the money's being stolen.
Comparison, they're saying that the budget of 17 billion Kenyan shillings has been highlighted as exceeding the $96 million, approximately 12.6 billion budget of the White House. So the defense from the State House, that is comptroller, whose name I won't mention, defended that the allocation coming 20 from political leaders. The increase of spending comes amid challenges in funding other sectors of the government, leading to calls of fiscal responsibility. And they still won't stop. Remember, that was also early in 2026. We had them increasing also the renovation amount, literally. Last year,
and I go stop. But you ain't built no new schools. Your schools are fucked up. You won't build new schools. That motherfucker's been sheds and shit. No water. Shit's crazy. That motherfucking schools. How the fuck is that school? No more. Got Mr. Beast come out and get water. You can't even put. It's 2026. You can't even put water in the school. But your shit is. It's fucking crazy. African man, you gotta just be called out. You gotta be called out as a failure. This is just crazy.
Now we have the office of the deputy president, leave alone now the State House. Of course, the same culprits. They're saying that he has requested an additional of 45 million Kenyan shillings for hospitality and helicopter hiring. Okay, the helicopter hiring.
For hospitality and helicopter hiring.
As the executive continues to revise upwards their budget allocation, because it's supposed to be read on June, the Office of Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, is now seeking an additional of 450 million Kenyan shillings allocation for hospitality and helicopter hiring. This is according to the documents presented to the Parliament, which show that Professor Kindiki, I don't know why he's being called a professor, this soprano guy, office was previously allocated 523 million for hospitality. Previously was given 523 million shillings for hospitality, a budget that is spent on services like entertainment and catering. The DP's office wants an additional of 350 million Kenyan shillings for hospitality, raising the entire budget to 873 million Kenyan shillings and an extra 100 million Kenyan shillings for the payment of leased helicopters, which he used
there was a meme going around how bad Africa is. It was Zimbabwe showing the misleaded class there, how they were in private jets. They said, if you think you're going to get these people in Africa who live like this to actually change, you're not, unless you have a revolution. And this is the same thing in Kenya. You're not going to never get any of these corrupt motherfuckers to ever change. They showed Zimbabwe, it was all the luxury planes, feet, had their socks out, eating good food. And they said, if you think you don't get these corrupt bastards to ever do right by Zimbabwe, you're smoking dope. You're right. You're right. There's all these African leaders. You're right.
And a good example is what you can see on your screen. So you can see when they're asking for all funds. This is literally where there's some funds that were allocated to build a bridge, but there's none till
No, I'm
today.
not gonna build any bridge. I'm gonna do my helicopter rides and my catering. Get my
Yep,
food. Get
yep,
my balloons. I gotta get my balloon stomach on.
yep. And then you're gonna appear this way. Let me see if I can find that picture. There was this MP or governor who was even hiding his face when he was launching a bridge, which costed him millions of money, millions. And you're like, this is super crazy. The joke that we have in Africa and African leaders, it has gone beyond. And I love the way the fact that Kenyans this time, we don't even know who the hell people are going to be voting for, but we know Ruto is not coming back. People are really, really tired. People are super tired of how things are just skyrocketing. Like things are just skyrocketing, but the billions of funds being stolen, literally billions of funds being pocketed, and you're not being shown any auditing of where this money is going. Is this
Yeah,
the
going.
statements? It's crazy. This is an MCA from Meru County who covered his face as he was launching a 2.5 million Kenyan shillings project. These are 2.5 million Kenyan shillings
Yeah.
project. Yes.
That shit there.
Yes.
What? Little rickety raggedy ass little bridge. You talking about this? Absolutely crazy.
2.5 million Kenyan shillings built bridge by an MCA in one of the counties. It's crazy, but I say maybe that's why Kagame is tired of all these things, and maybe he might be the one to save us. He might join the alliance, a hell state.
Well, you keep mentioning him. What did he say?
Well, remember we had that was at the beginning of the month. This month we had the U.S. Department of the Treasury, which imposed sanction on Rwanda Defense Forces.
Sex on his ass. Yeah.
Military officials, and also we saw one of the M23 the leader was literally, executed. That is
Was
what
murdered. Was blown.
Exactly.
Was blown up. Yeah, blown up for running his damn mouth.
A lot has been happening in Rwanda, and now we have Rwanda, which is one of the few African countries that has begun locally producing its own weapons, including military vehicles, firearms, ammunition, and drones. Could literally, maybe I feel like Kagame is.
I don't know. I don't know how good I don't know how good they are. So, till I see him in action, they be making bullshit. I don't know how good they are. I don't see why there's no major military producer of weapons, so I don't know. Till we see him, let's see.
I believe he can come up with something good, because number one, this is one of the countries that has been helping majority of the countries, including China, America, to steal in Congo, and this is one of the countries that has been.
That don't mean he knows. That means he knows how to make weapons because he been doing it. Weapons. So we'll see if he can reverse engineer the weapons that he's been given. Yeah, those weapons came from outside. So if he can reverse engineer and build them better, let's see. I wish him luck.
I believe that, and I believe he's also smart. I cannot believe Kagame is a wicked, smart puppet. Good, wicked, smart. Good, not good, but
I don't think he's smart. I think he's wicked. I think he's evil.
He's smart. It's given. I don't know.
I don't think he's smart. I think he's evil. Oh, is he smarter than all the other is he smarter than most of the other African puppets? Yeah. But how smart do you gotta be to be smarter than an idiot? Not much. All these African. Yeah, how smart you gotta be to be smarter than Museveni, fucking Tinubu, fucking Paul Beer, other moron in South Sudan, other moron down in Equatorial Guinea, other moron up there. What? How smart do you gotta be? He's smarter than these African leaders. Yeah, so if that's the case, Kagame's a genius. Kagame's a goddamn genius.
Madagascar, which has introduced lie detectors test for all the candidates seeking ministerial positions in the cabinet as the part of efforts to tackle corruption. And I love it here. I love it here in Madagascar. It's super amazing. It's giving Burkina Faso in its own way. And I think they did show interest of working with Russia. That is, of course, I believe when it comes to weapons or, I
Hey,
believe,
get the get the weapons and learn how to build them yourself. Say right, get the weapons, reverse engineer them, stop being cowards, buy them, take them apart, and build them. That's the first thing as an African nation. You got the resources, you got no protection, you had a butt ass naked for over hundreds of years. Get the weapons, break them down, and learn how to make them. Days of you not knowing how to do shit supposed to be over. Get the weapons, take them apart, and then rebuild them. And then learn to rebuild them better. That's your job. Not always got some other man's dick in your mouth.
But I say Madagascar military ruler Colonel Michael has announced that all the candidates seeking ministerial position must undergo a lie detector polygraph test as part of the anti-corruption drive.
I'm with that. Damn right. There you go. That's right. Corrupt as these African niggas are. Yeah, we're all taking lie detector tests up in here. Hey, shout out to you. We're all taking lie detector tests in which you've been stealing. And you stole it? Oh, no. And then lie detector go,
Exactly. The government has allegedly acquired a polygraph machine and trained a trained operator to carry out the screening.
Damn right.
Often said a lie detector.
Put this in all African nations. Lie detector test, nigga.
Go ahead. It's a machine that records all body signals at once, like breathing, pulse, blood pressure, sweating, like a person answers question. It doesn't directly detect lies, but instead measures stress response that examines and interprets as signs of truthfulness and deception. And this is amazing. This needs to come to Kenya too. I believe this should come to Kenya. The amount of stealing in this government, not just Kenya but Africa, man, this needs to be introduced. But trust me,
I told you guys. Remember I told you guys when that motherfucker was in the Marine Corps, and I was having to sick this woman and white guys, they tried to call me a faggot. They thought I was with a man. They're crazy. And so I had to take a lie detector test. I had to take a lie detector test 30 years ago. Sit up in there, and do you like to suck dick? I'm like, what? Fuck no. What are you talking about? I'm in the Marine Corps and NIS in the Naval Intelligence Services with a damn lie detector test around my damn stomach. Do you like to suck dick? Do it.
It's quite crazy. But as we continue looking at still literally why this needs to be introduced, that was last week. We talked about one of the guys whose home is being taken away from him in Karen. And some people are talking about how this is about to do with loan or he's indebted and all that. But this is one of the former cabinet secretaries. And one of the former cabinet secretaries. So him being indebted and being one among this corrupt system, it doesn't make sense. So of course, Ruto is one among the people, again, like you've heard even the Kenyan citizens saying, if you have anything that is worth billions and looks like it can benefit Ruto, it's going, it is coming for it. So the truth is out. Over the weekend, there's been multiple videos alleging that, yes, actually there's some officials who came, seniors of the government who came and approached this guy. They wanted to buy his home and he said he's not going to sell his home. So the moment he said that, just the same way when Ruto went to this private hospital and told the board members, I want you to resign and I want you to appoint these people as the board members. The moment the guy refused, he was hijacked and abducted. And board members, yes, the board members have been already appointed. So this is Ruto literally completely taking away even the state-owned companies and putting his own people.
This is crazy.
So the guy refused to sell away his home, and because of that, the police literally raided his house one of the day he was out. They refused him to come back in, and they said no one is gonna come back, go out. In short, he was abducted during the weekend. His car was found neglected somewhere, but he was traced and couldn't be found. His phone was switched. Then he came back later, I think a day later or some few hours later. He was dropped somewhere in a lot of injury, and the police officers, including the DCI, say that this guy abducted himself and he planned his whole kidnapping.
He abducted himself.
So currently what is happening is that he was supposed to be going to court to answer some few questions and all that. They wanted him in the police custody, but he's actually in a very critical condition. So I just want to share a short video of what happened.
So he abducted himself and fucked his own self up.
Exactly.
This is how crazy this shit is.
So that is happening. The matter of abduction in Kenya is becoming a very big problem, because if you look at the topic of about 33 bodies which has been found in a cemetery.
This is a corrupt system that's kicking and screaming because the Africans are finally waking up. This how the system has been putting it since Jomo wicked ass. The system is wicked, and that's what you see happening. And now the system is crumbling because too many Africans are waking up now. It's a system of corruption that's so over the top crazy.
It has gotten super worse.
You kidnap people, they get all fucked up. Hey, kidnap yourself, and he fucked himself up. The lies don't even make no sense no more. It's like with them damn Hassan, Hassani, whatever his name, them interviews with the Kenyan and the Nigerian, just talking crazy. It ain't making any sense. Just crazy talk. But go ahead, Joe.
It's super crazy. So for the last, I think, also since the beginning of this year, we've had cases of, I remember I highlighted on it, but I don't have still full information on it because the media is not talking about it. But people know. This is a conversation going on in the street.
The media? Shit, I'm not trying to get abducted.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the street kids. Remember I mentioned the street kids also of Nairobi are getting missing, and most of them are found dead. And not just being found dead, but organ missing. Now, the fact that during the weekend we had 14 bodies that were first retrieved because the witnesses who saw, they said they saw a car that came, dropped bags, people wrapped in bags, and they thought it was maybe, people coming to hide some shit. And people just being curious when they dug out the holes after the car left, they found out it was police, and they called the police. Now, only to figure out around there are more 33 others body which are discovered. That was late yesterday, and 25 of them are children. 8 of them are adults, and so far we've not been told if there are any organs missing and all that. But Kenya again is one of the countries that was flagged to be
remember Kenya's big in organ trafficking. It's open. It's open, especially in the city. They got these Indian doctors that made hospitals in the city of Eldoret in Kenya, where they openly take Kenyans' organs, pay them peanuts, while they charge $100,000 to the white people, other people come in to get black people's organs. This is organ harvesting, organ trafficking, and the government ain't done nothing about it because they're in on the shit. That's why. This is out in the open in Kenya, out in the motherfucking open. But as a Kenyan, hate to tell you, joke's on you again. You're supposed to burn that place, burn these hospitals down to the motherfucking ground.
So
as an African, go ahead, Joby.
According to the worst position of now desperation, due to lack of job opportunities in Africa, Kenya to be specific, because I'm talking about Kenya. Now they're doing job advertisements. They're putting up posters telling you there's a job online, then you apply for the job because you're desperate, and they're having, of course, a good offer of amount. So when you see the payment, you're like, damn, why not? You apply for this job, they tell you the location for you to go, you get into some fancy places, then when you get there, they inject you some injection, literally kidnap you, and the moment you wake up, you're missing, your organ is missing. A few survive, a few most die, literally. Because They might leave you that way, depends on the condition, or they might attend to you later and you wake up, you're fucked up. But it's so many people, video where we've seen people talking about, I've woken up and I found my kidney was missing. Even pregnant women, you talk about even pregnant women, like they went to give birth and during the into the cesarean section, right? So after that, you wake up, you're missing a kidney, or later on when maybe you gave birth.
This would happen when a government doesn't work and the whole country's trapped in poverty. Everybody's struggling to survive. Whole country, this is Africa, not Kenya, all Africa, been put into poverty. These are conditions you have when your whole government doesn't work. It's all impoverished. You got. This is scary as fuck.
Yep.
Can't trust the government because they're impoverished. They ain't built shit. They're all stupid. And so they help to save people because they're going to get some money from stealing your organs and shit because they haven't created any industries. So they're predatory. So your own government preys on you. Whole system is predatory towards you.
Yep.
That's some scary shit. That's scary.
This issue of abduction is now being done even on politicians openly. It's not just now the citizens, the common wananchi. Politicians are also being abducted. You try go nay against Ruto, it's over for you. And again, Ruto must go. It's one term.
On keeping up with the Kenya Kwanza government.
Unajua hata juzi wameenda kudanganya Tuju. Wameenda kuangaisha Tuju.
And understand, this is evil. This is evil, guys. All this fake Christianity and Islam bullshit they put in these countries. These motherfuckers are evil. They know that these leaders know none of that Christianity shit is fake. They know that fucking Islam shit is fake, but they wouldn't do all this evil shit. They'd be scared if they believed in the consequences of these goofy fake religions. They don't believe in them. They know it's fake, so that's why they do all this evil shit. Go ahead, Joe.
It's crazy how he's playing victim. He's now playing victim as if he doesn't even control the government. Everyone knows he's bought the police officers. That's why they have been even increased their salary because we're headed towards election. They need the police officers to be brutal with people. That's why they've been given salary. He's acting as if, they went and lied to this guy. This is something to do with me. This is nothing. Oh my God.
Enda jifiche kwa bedroom yako, alafu enda sema ati umekuwa abducted. Just imagine.
For months, Kenyans were told Raphael Tuju's problems were just about debt. But now, a new video is raising a chilling question.
And this how you know. This how you know the whole system in Kenya is corrupt. All Africa. Where the fucking fake fucking Uhurus at? Where the Kenyatas? Because they're involved in all this shit. This motherfucker is so corrupt. They're supposed to be speaking out against him publicly every day to get rid of his ass. But they're all corrupt because they don't want him to talk about their corruption, and they don't want to talk about his corruption because they're all in bed together. Because if he's so bad, such a danger, the fucking puppet Kenyatas would have been out there talking crazy right now. No way we can put him back in office. He's a thief. He's a killer. He's blah, blah, blah. Because Kenyatta's got all this damn influence in Kenya. Where they at? Nowhere. Because the British told him, you shut your fucking mouth. We're going to put our man back in power. That's how it's going to be. That's why. Common sense, why they ain't out there talking? Because they have influence in the country. They would say, hey, nobody vote for this fucking moron. He's evil, he's wicked, and he's criminal. Where are they at?
Nowhere.
Go ahead, Joby.
I don't understand.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that the powers which are following you are beyond all of us. And what we are saying is that power, you need to talk to the power, which is the presidency.
Why would Tuju be told to talk to the president if this is only a bank case? And if Ruto is a solution, could he also be the man behind the problem?
Exactly. Because why would because let's say if I have lawyers and my lawyer is telling me, man, I'm sorry, I can't even help you on this one. You got to talk to the high powers. And who are the high powers? The president. So why am I talking to the president if he has nothing to do with this? If he's completely innocent, he doesn't know anything to do with the abduction.
Let's find out.
Nimepata habari kwamba Mheshimiwa Ruto akiwa huko Nyanza ametuita sisi ma scavenger. Sisi tunasema kama scavenge ni kufanya haki kikatiba, kisheria, basi na iwe hivi.
There is an African proverb that says, truth is like pregnancy. You can hide it for only so long before the belly starts giving the game away.
This guy is the best proverb.
And if increasingly tangled saga of Raphael Tuju,
the belly starts giving the game away.
That belly is now impossible to ignore. Because while Kenyans have been served a tidy explanation of Tuju's troubles, a video has surfaced that could change how people look at this entire saga. The video allegedly captures a businessman telling former cabinet secretary Raphael Tuju that if he wants his property protected, he should go speak to President William Ruto. Yes, the president himself.
And you know, you and I, like I told my dad.
What's over that guy's head? A sack?
No, that is his hair. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Whatever happened,
yes.
And we can still sit down and talk as brothers. And
over what now? Over.
So disappointed. No, what we are saying is, accusations. We did not. Especially Justice Mutava.
Yes.
He has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
You
now,
just coming to listen to you.
No. What I'm saying. What are you trying to tell me? I don't understand.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that the powers which are following you are beyond all of us.
That guy on the right, that's someone's head. That's not his head. The guy on the left?
Yeah.
That's someone's face. Yeah, that guy right there.
Which is the presidency. Of which we are saying, if all these things, if you, like this, yes, he said thing and all that, then you just go and you'll be taken to the president in law school. That was Shira you've accused. Is the one. If you could retract and keep, because now you know you messed them up.
No.
Really messed them up.
No, but what I'm saying.
Even me myself, I can't talk.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if you listen.
Is their call. One kakao you are good. There's one thing you must.
Now pause there, because this is where things stop looking like coincidence and start smelling like coordination. Why? Because just hours before this video emerged online, President William Ruto himself, during his Nyanza tour, publicly told Tuju to seek proper professional advice over his troubles and warned him not to rely on the opposition to solve his problems.
Unajua hata juzi wameenda kudanganya Tuju. Wameenda kuangaisha Tuju. Wanaenda kumwambia Tuju enda jifiche kwa bedroom yako alafu enda sema ati umekuwa abducted. Just imagine. Tuju needs honest friends. Tuju needs honest advice. Asaidiwe. He doesn't need scavengers who are trying to scavenge about the misfortune of a citizen. Wale watu
you're a scavenger, you're a terrorist if you try to go against Ruto. If you try mention Ruto being corrupt or being a thief, you're a scavenger.
Tafuta maarufu kwa shida ya Mkenya mwenzao. We want Tuju apatiwe advice so that he can be helped, mali yake iokolewe na yeye asonge mbele. Lakini haitaji wale matapeli.
Kenyans, you're going to understand this. The British are going to fight hard to keep, the white people fight hard to keep him in power. Because he's selling the country away. We got Jews coming. He's selling your country away again. He's recolonizing it. The wealth of it going right back in the hands of white people. So you're going to understand. They want him there. They kept him there. He's their puppet. And why they didn't lock his ass up 20 years ago in 2007 for the shit he did. Him and Uhuru. They're both criminals. That's why I told the Kenyatta family kept their fucking mouth shut. They're puppets. That's why he's there. Why the Kenyatta family kept their fucking mouth shut. Because the British already told them, you shut your fucking mouth. Do what you're told to do. That's why this moron's able to run around Kenya, abduct people, steal shit. And they're going to force him back into power no matter what, unless you overthrow his ass. I hate to tell you, he's been a great puppet. Just giving the country away. Go ahead.
That's true, and that's why I can't wait to see 2027. I'm living for 2027, being honest. I can't wait to see what happens, because that decides Whatever happens decides the future of this country, for real, for real. That decides if we're allowing the Israelites to stay here, the Chinese market and the malls to continue, the corruption, nepotism, this system of, poor leadership continuing, and our economy, the taxes being increased anyhow they want, misspending, hiring helicopters like it's just okay, spending billions. And this is literally again us suffering the consequences of their expenditure. It's us, because these are loans that they're taking, and apart from the loans, as they increase taxes instead of paying the loans back or improving some few things here and here to generate your economy or improve your economy, they're not doing anything. These people are just selfish, just buying vintage. I don't know what watches. I don't even know this guy.
Watches, my cars, another house in Dubai. Hey, all you moronic African leaders got your houses in Dubai. Good luck with that. Man said they're gonna blow all that shit up. Oh, you bootlicking niggas with all these houses, all these African leaders like Rudy, all got houses in Dubai. Oh, you bootlicking cowardly niggas. Your shit don't get blown up.
It's like another county people today woke up, instead of getting a literally good road, a good road, they found paint. Paint was painted on the road as the new road, like.
Hey, what? You're full of shit. What?
Yeah. I'll find the picture and show you. Yes, paint. They woke up to paint. Like paint as that.
Hey, wait. You got a video of that? Picture.
Let me find a picture, then share it with you. It's crazy.
You know, Africa's not the laughing stock of the planet. This is not gonna be
wanaenda kumsumbua mtu mpaka hata wameenda kuleta jina ya Uhuru Kenyatta wameingiza kwa hiyo matope yao. Hawa watu ni bure ama si bure? Ni bure ama si bure? Waende ama si wasiende? Waende wakienda
naenda. You're the one going. Oh my God, this guy has no idea what Kenyans have for him. No, he's not coming back. And if he's coming back, it's going to be Tanzania. Watch. Literally.
I know. Of course it is. Of course it is. Exactly.
It's even because for us, when I'd say Tanzanians, at least they had the courage, at least on our pace. But Kenyans, man, I don't think you understand the spirit of Kenyans. It's going to be really, really bad, and especially this generation. It's not. It's gonna be more than 2007, because he's gonna have to kill a lot of people for him to come back to power. He's going to kill a lot of people, and either he's It's
gonna lead. What's gonna happen? It's gonna lead to a revolution.
Yep, he's gonna have to run away from the country. One of the two. Either he kills or run away from the country.
It's gonna lead to a revolution.
Yep.
So let's put those two things side by side. The businessman allegedly says, talk to the president if you want this fixed. Then the president says, look for help through the right channels. At that point, the question practically punches through the screen. Which channels are these?
What channels are that? Exactly. You're not the president.
Now,
exactly. What channels are these that you don't control? You're the president of the nation.
Exactly.
With the president. Then who exactly created the problem? Because in Kenyan politics, there are some things that simply do not happen by accident. Not when powerful land is involved. Not when court battles become political theater. And definitely not when the president's name keeps appearing near the center of the storm.
When
you have a revolution in Kenya, all these people will be forced to leave the country, or they're going to be bubblegum. That's what happened all in Africa. All these corrupt leaders that don't leave, they're going to be bubble. You're going to be tried. The Kenyatta family's going to get out of there. All these families, all that evidence, you say, okay, we need to go ahead now, go back and investigate all the criminality from the beginning of the country, for real, for real. You see so many people trying to get the hell out of Kenya.
They should bring even the lie detector too.
Oh shit.
Sisi tuwe mascavenger na yeye kwa sababu ndiye anashikilia nyama. Na nyama ni title deed.
Oh no. A lie detector can be beat, Joby, but you gotta be a psychopath. lie detector you can be the lie detector, but you gotta be a psychopath to do it. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, remember this guy signed a law literally that allows the government to just take the title deed away from you despite you owning your home even for decades. So this is
what
he's using. Ruto, damn, these are some of the laws that people were demonstrating about in 2024. These are the things that literally had many Kenyans being killed because that's what people are refusing. He can take away your title deed.
I can take away your title deed of your land. Exactly. This the criminality. See, that's when you know when the country's gone too far and said it can't be said there's a revolution. The criminality. The British usually want you keep criminality going up to them, but it's gone so bad, so oppressive that a revolution is coming, right? Because the British didn't check the goofy Africans and say, listen here, certain criminality is good, but don't go too far because all of a sudden because everything has a pendulum. You take the pendulum to the right, it goes back to the left. You're going too far with the pendulum. Okay? Yeah, some corruption is good for us. But if you go too crazy, you ask for revolution, stupid. They should have told the goofy king, all these Africans have been so laborious with their theft, with their graft against their own people, that the pendulum swing is too far out of whack now. So it's got to come back. That's the laws of nature is called rhythm. Rhythm. It's one of the laws of nature, rhythm. When the rhythm goes too far in one direction, it has to self-correct in the other direction. That's how Africa is. It's too far corrupt. So self-correction is coming. If you can't, and if you don't understand the laws of the universe, it's coming. Africa, it's not Kenya, it's Africa. Africa is so corrupt, so fucked up, so over the top criminal that is so out of balance that the rhythm has got to be self-corrected. That's the laws of the universe. That's how the universe works, baby. So Africa is so far out of rhythm that it's got to be self-corrected going back the other way. That's rhythm. So that's what's coming. So these African niggas will be murdered. That's coming. Same way you see in the Middle East. They will be murdered because they're too far gone. And that's self-correcting in the universe, rhythm. The rhythm has got to go back the other direction because it's too far gone the other way. And if the young morons understood their own African science, they would know. Don't go too far out of rhythm because the rhythm has got to go back the other way. That's the laws of the universe. But these morons went to fake Christianity and all that shit, so they don't understand what they're doing. It's always going to self-correct. Now, what you see what happened with America? Out of rhythm. Self-correct Iran, he's putting some self-correction on that ass. When you go too far in one direction, you're out of rhythm. So the universe is going to swing it back the other way. So that's what happened with Africa. And Joby's right. There's going to be a revolution in Kenya because they're not going to accept this man back in power. You're not going to be able to tell them. It's not going to be no Samir Suluhu shit because Tanzanians are not as wise, they're not as educated, not as known as Kenyans, and they're not as brave as Kenyans. Kenyans are not going to allow this motherfucker to come back in power and play in their face when they know he's unpopular. You're not going to be able to tell the Kenyans he won no election. It's not going to work. Even though they're going to try it, that means the pendulum is going to swing back to the other way. Rhythm is going to swing back, and it's going to be a revolution. It might be brutal, but it's going to be, they're going to revolt. Kenyans are not going to accept it. And you think people understand that they know these things? They know it. They know it. It's going to be brutal in Kenya. It's going to be a revolution. Go ahead, Joe.
Because currently he's facing a backlash because of hijacking the youth term of Tukokadi, which is actually a term that the youth came up with last week, a hashtag that I talked about, trending of youths going to take the voters card so that they can remove Ruto out of power. The youth are not taking the voters card to vote for Ruto, but he hijacked the whole term and said, oh, you know, Tukokadi, everyone is going to be, what now? Now, you've hijacked a lot of things. In 2024, you come up with even a trending song, you take it and start using for your own political campaigns, and people lose interest in it because you just completely want to change everything into your own interest. And we're tired. We are tired. I'm going to take my voter's card too. Finally, I'm convinced. If it's removing Ruto out of power, I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm voting for the presidency because the rest are also corrupt as shit. None of them are perfect. None. We don't have a man for the people. We can't have none of these other corrupt people coming back also as president. But so long as we're moving with a one-term edition, you can serve 2 terms. You fuck up once.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, fuck up once, you're gone. We're not giving you second chances of thinking, oh, you're fucking people's lives, man, people's future. And that's what people are discussing. You think we are parents, we're just gonna be thinking about living on a hand to mouth every single day? We don't want that bullshit of living on a hand to mouth every single day, worried about I'm gonna pay school fees. I don't have enough money. I didn't even complete my education because of your fucked up system, and you want us to continue the same. You know, fucked. No, we're tired. I'm also tired. Shit.
That's all we're asking. Badala kuto maska.
What's that? Pause it. Jimmy said, what's the old African American term, jibber jabber? Your grandmother gave said, when you're sick and tired, you do something when you know when you're sick and tired to do something when you're sick and tired. I'm fucking the phrase up, but you know what it means. You finally do something when you're sick, when you're too damn sick and tired to do something because you're too damn sick and tired, right? Everyone in Africa, everyone told me that when you're too damn sick and tired, you finally do something when you're too damn sick and tired. I forgot how the damn quotation goes. Go ahead.
That's me. I don't know whatever the quotes directly or indirectly. Tired. I'm gonna vote for the first time because I'm really, really tired. This economy, things are not making sense. The prices of food is not making sense, man. It's crazy.
It's going up high as hell because of because the war in the Middle East. Because Africa imports everything. Why would you import shit? You got everything there to make everything. This war shouldn't even be affecting Africa, but it will affect us. To say, hey, we need to start doing shit that we got here and make it here.
Crazy.
The man who wants Rafael Tuju finished may be hiding inside the State House.
You have called us scavengers. You have said we're dishonest friends. We want to say today that apart from being Tuju's lawyers, we're Tuju's friends. His Excellency Kalonzo and I, amongst his colleagues on his legal team, served with Rafael Tuju in Kibaki's cabinet. I served with Tuju in Uhuru's cabinet. Tuju was not just a colleague, he was our friend. And he's still our friend, and that is why we're here today. So we're not here scavengers. But we also do know that William Ruto has not been Tuju's friend. We do know that even on the eve of the election, apart from General Ogola, whom he accused, Rafael Tuju was equally accused at that visit to Bomas.
So literally is going after people who went after him for him not to steal election. That is what is happening. Because
of course.
Because that's the
he's going to have this political enemies.
So there has been grudges between him and Rafael Tuju.
Now, Amalo claims that after Tuju's title deed for his current land was taken, it was handed over by the president to Oburu Odinga and Gladys Wanga.
Wow.
As you know, Tuju has been there.
This is crazy. And this is happening to so many Kenyans today. This is not just even internal political fights. Many Kenyans are going through this. We're having so many houses being demolished in the name of affordable housing. People just waking up, their markets have been demolished in the name of expanding something, or I don't know, building what? They say what? Modern markets? What modern markets? The Chinese markets? Those are the Chinese markets is what you call in modern
you still ain't got the reason that sort of so they doing what they did with black people here, eminent domain, but they can steal your land. Some of them building something better without giving anything. In America, it's called eminent domain. Everybody knows how they stole black Americans' property. It's yeah, nigga, we're declaring your property eminent domain, so they can steal your shit, say for improvement, right? That's what they're telling Kenya. But his house, how can his house be? That's his whole house. That was a nice home. How can that be? Somebody gonna improve the area where his house was at? That's a politician. He got a really nice house. So I'm saying he also owned the house, right?
Yep.
How can you come steal somebody's house that they own?
Well, like I said, these are some of the laws that were being passed. That's why we were saying not only reject the finance, because the whole finance bill was not just about the taxes. These are some of the things that
remember that. Exactly. So let me not to cut you off, Joby, not to cut you off. Exactly. Remember the finance bill wasn't even created. This is how you know, wasn't created by the African, not by the Kenyan. It's created by white people and the IMF who want Kenya's land again. So they want to get black people off their land so they give back to white people. So that's when all the title deed shit is throwing up now. Remember, IMF, all these things you see, same thing did Nigeria, but Nigeria too weak and stupid. It's the same bill. Same, but they did in Kenya, same, but they did. Nigerians didn't rise up though. Same shit. So white people come back in, stealing their land, like the Chinese running around Nigeria, that we're gonna buy up whole villages and shit. But that's the same thing the white people did in Kenya with that bill. So they can steal lands, move Africans off the land, and have see, Africans are supposed to be slave people. Leave it on your own land. Give the land back to white and Chinese, and you be their slaves. That's the scam. Go ahead, Joey.
That means the land is public. It's under leasehold. That means the land is public land, which is owned either by the county government or the national government.
So you see, despite you owning a land, so they can come and take away that title deed away from you and say this is a county government land or a national government. So you need to give it up. It's no longer yours.
Owned by the county government to pay land rent. So they want to change the whole land tenure system to ensure that anyone who has land has their title revoked for lack of a better word.
And understand it says, but they ain't revoked the Jewish guy shit. We ain't even Kenyan. He coming by 500 acres. They ain't revoked this shit. See, exactly. They want to make sure that your ancestral lands, that you don't have control or ownership to your own land anymore. That was written by the IMF, by white people. These are facts. It's not me being hyperbolic and using hyperbole. Everybody knows that Kenyan bill was written by the IMF, by white people to steal land from Kenyans. This is a fact. Go ahead, Joby.
Will be paying land rates as per what the government will deem fit. And once they have that policy,
what the government will deem fit, it's not even like there's a certain for what they'll feel like they want to charge you. Like
less, it means that they will even have a regulation in what you can do with that land. They will not allow you. Let's say they'll say you can maybe not do irrigation on this parcel of land. Maybe you cannot build beyond this number of floors in this parcel of land. And at the end of a period of around 99 years. Because that's the maximum leasehold tenure in Kenya, that land will now revert back to the government. So unaona, all inunua land, alafu unaanza kuilipia tax, and after 99 years, your generation cannot keep on living on that land.
Yeah, literally, like it cannot go from generation to generation. After 99 years, if let's say it's kids, the land is gonna have to be taken away from them if they can't pay the leasing amount, because it's like
and understand, family, understand, Kenya, that once you do revolution, you overthrow all them laws, all of them gone. Once you revolute, like Bikini Faso, they like I tried to kill him. Once you destroy this system, you do revolution, all them laws you throw in the trash. We don't recognize none of that shit. That's done. No more. So understand, you know, somebody putting these laws. All laws that they put in are always reversible. You get control of the country and say, no, we don't recognize none of these laws no more. Throw them in the garbage. And we don't recognize the motherfucking IMF. Just like Burkina Faso did. They got rid of all them goofy IMF laws, all the goofy land shit. They said, no, IMF keep coming begging. Burkina Faso, can you please take our loans? Can you please come back in? Can you please do what we want you to do? Can you please come back in? Can we please come back to you? Can we come please let us back in and do our wicked shit like we do all African people? We're gonna have our people come kill you. We've been trying to kill you, but you've been surviving us killing you. And now you've been surviving. We come back. Can you please take some loans that you don't need so we can control your country and we keep control? No, get the fuck out. You understand how this works? Get the fuck out. No, you can't.
He's going back either to Sugoi, where he was born, to his grandmother's and his folks' house, or either go where he has offshore set off and he's gonna be bombed there by Iran. And we wish him the best. You know, that's all we don't want you in Kenya. Ruto is not going to survive. And if the people get the chance to just get rid of the guy, he's gonna be beaten. He's going to be
exiled. Yeah, I think he's done so much damage. He's gonna be exiled. He's not gonna be able to stay in Kenya. He's gonna be exiled.
There is no one president of this country who has gotten his second term. Even the president we want to use as a marking scheme today. Mwai Kibaki lost a referendum on the third year. Was so unpopular that people could not vote for an idea he was fronting. On the third year of his first term, Mwai Kibaki lost the 2007 elections with flying colors that nobody could believe that he won even after being sworn in at night.
He didn't lose, they stole.
Uhuru Kenyatta lost the 2013 election. Even the judges at the Supreme Court knew that he lost.
They lost, so they put him in there. So they know who ruled. They know Kenyatta lost, but they still put his ass in there. That's all he said.
That Smoking Wanjala could not understand.
But the thing is, back then, guys, your Kenyans weren't as intelligent as they are 13 years later, and almost 20 years later. They know now you're not winning elections. They know your puppets and the white people put you in there. We know you're not winning. So you're not going to do what Kenyatta did in 2013 with a corrupt damn judiciary saying, yeah, okay, I'm going to be the president then. I'm now the president. That's not going to work anymore. Not in Kenya, it won't. Maybe in Nigeria, maybe in Ghana, it'll still work a few more years. But in Kenya, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, man.
I lack words to express the Kenyans, including myself, because I'm Kenyan. I lack words to express our people's reaction, and especially this generation, because I think there's a bunch of videos of people saying, I don't think Ruto understands the generation is dealing with. It has not. And the fact that he's even raising some of the generation like our age, because his daughters and his sons, some of them are literally our age. People say,
but they're detached.
Z's, you don't understand Gen Z's. You don't really understand the group of people you're dealing with. And it's even worse because this is going to be happening when the Gen Alphas, people like my brother, are going to be done.
Exactly. That's what I just said. It's going to get worse and worse. Exactly. I just trying to explain that. Exactly. So the ones even coming behind Gen Z are going to get worse. That's what I said. Africa is going to change. It is. It's a thing of change. What you see now in the world is change happening. You can't stop it. You can't stop this. Oh, exactly. Gen Z is not your daddy and your granddaddy who are scared and don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, and go to church and pray. Fuck praying.
Not just even the Kenyan Gen Zs, but even I think I was reading a certain article which was talking about the current generation from the age of 27, from the age of 26 to 39. These are the most childless generation or childless group of people. Exactly. I'm not trying to have a baby. We're trying to struggle like my mom. I'm not trying to have get married and be worried about this and this and this. I'm trying to be worried about my safety first. Okay. Personally, I believe that's the generation that's what people are thinking about. I'm not trying to be again living in a hand-to-mouth situation. I want to live good because life can get good. It's supposed to be good. I've seen it can be good. What do you mean I can't? I'm not supposed to be having a jacuzzi in my house. I'm not supposed to be eating mangoes from my tree because Billy Gates is taking control of our land. We're tired. Ruto, I don't think you're ready. And it's going to be a party, not even an election, a party. You going home.
For him, took all the other slips of papers they were supposed to vote for MP, governor, and so even with those efforts, Uhuru Kenyatta did not win clearly the 2013 election. Why do you think William Ruto will be popular in his term when none of our presidents?
He's not even popular. Like, let's start from there. He's not even popular. Not even what makes. He's not. This guy knows. Actually, if you look at the chart online, I even noticed that. I was like, damn, this guy is cutting weight, man. I'm petite, but shit, this is weight. Ruto is losing weight. Like, for real, this guy is getting skinny. You guys, the skin is it's crazy. It's crazy. He's stressed.
Even Moi, who governed for 24 years, 4 years into his term, Ochuka thought he's supposed to go home. We must understand that number one, government does not sell sweets, labubus, or even toys. They tax you, your money by force, and force you to do things, which is not a good thing, but that's what the social contract dictates.
Rigathi Gachagua alikuwa deputy president.
Sifuna or Babu or whoever.
What we know, Jeff, is who we are not going to vote for. We know that we are not going to give anybody in this current system our vote. We know they are going home. What we know is that certain people who voted yes to draconian bills and a bad finance bill, they are going home.
But
who are we replacing them with? We, the Gen Zs.
That's the question Joby said. That's right. Who you replace them with? Exactly. You're going to have to get real. Joby's right. Who are you replacing them with? Go ahead.
That we shall give our movement and tell them this is how we are going to vet the leaders that we are going to elect. And we're not only going to concentrate on the presidential vote. There are other 5 seats that are very important in delivering services.
What's the guarantee that your Gen Zs will follow that lead? Because you say we're tribeless, we're leaderless, we're this less.
Right. Come on. That's right. You get all upset. They are. Oh, they don't want to be led by us. Some people want to call them a tribe. See, that's where you fucked up. They are. They don't want to believe in your goopy tribe and your nepotism. And they are the majority, not just in Kenya, but in Africa. That's why I call the revolution, because they're the majority in Africa itself. They don't want to have a bunch of tribe. They all want no fake leader. That's why they all went to get a voter's card without no leader. They all just did it. That's why you're scared. Yes, you people scared to death. They're not your granddaddy and your daddy.
They get the work. They know. They see it on the ground. Shit. Ask.
Numbers. You can see our numbers. You can see our resolve. You can see our commitment to the cause.
Sisi kama vijana mlikuwa mnasema ya kwamba
come on. Wait, why you not doing like us? Come on. Why are you not doing like us? Who's the leader? Who's the tribe? None of that. Our numbers are the tribe, stupid. We got the power, that's why.
William Ruto, if I were you, ninge accept.
I want you guys to allow me to talk about politics kidogo tu.
Mount Kenya gave William Ruto 44% of his vote. Give Baba 1 million votes. So even if the 1 million would have come that way, let's say it would have come to.
He's planning to steal election, especially with the Somalians, giving them the IDs and all that. But it's not going to work. How many Somalians can you get in Kenya? Because we are the majority still. And in Kenya, Malians, apart from those who are now bringing here, the ones who have been living here, they still don't want you in power. They want you stepping the F out. You are affecting everyone. This is nothing to do with tribe, nothing to do with a Ugandan, a born Ugandan or whatever. This is everyone who's gonna go home. You're going home. And I'm taking that voter's card. We're gonna be celebrating. People are already planning like who's gonna be performing. Of course, we're gonna be streaming because they don't say we're not supposed to be. We're gonna stream that shit. We're gonna show it. It's gonna be fun. People carry like food and all that music. It's gonna.
Bruno's gonna cut the internet off like Samasalu and Yosemite.
What's even going to crash him more this time is because the Gen Zs, when it comes to public or government gatherings, we stream that shit on TikTok. We're streaming.
They know you stream. They know you stream. We're gonna shut your stream. We're gonna shut the internet off.
Exactly, because they know the Gen Zs. All they do is just this. Phones everywhere. Anything. So we're not making this election. I'm sorry. And everyone, if possible, we can also do an online. You just go with your phone, record. I ticked Ruto must go, and let's see how many of us literally did that shit. But TikTok, of course, is controlled by the same people. They're not gonna allow.
Of course. Of course.
The videos will be tampered with and all that. They're gonna say, nah, with the AI, they wanna say everything is AI, even if
AI, everything's AI. Yeah, everything's AI. That's what they said about all the missiles blowing up Israel. This AI. It's AI. AI. Them buildings all fucked up AI. What are you talking about?
now you wanna say Jeffrey Epstein? He's called now Pete what? Pete mate? Pete what? The Jeffrey Epstein, the guy who was seen driving, came out and said,
I don't know his name. I don't know that guy's name.
It's something, and then there's a video that showed his mouth and then similar to Jeffrey Epstein. Like that's it's crazy, man. No way. As we wind up, I see Samuel Karibu Sana. Thank you for joining. K. Williams, Jiba Jaba. Speaking of Jamaica and oil, they are looking to start digging. I wouldn't be surprised. I wonder who's benefiting. Samuel also says Cuban doctors also get kicked out of Jamaica, so I'm expecting Jamaica to be to take the U.S. back medical care package like Nigeria took.
So Jamaicans that kicked out the Cuban dog, you know what that means? Yeah, that means they're gonna do the same thing. Let me yeah. Remember, they destroying Cuba. These motherfuckers are so evil. Remember, they're in the process of destroying Cuba because they can't. They're like, we're gonna control it, and rape it, and steal everything again. So they got Cuba just all fucked up. I told you, they can't control it. And then that happens, they steal and bomb and. Shout out to the Iranians, tell you, these the Epstein class. These are the psychopaths that run the world. The fucking of children, eating babies. That's who's doing all this shit. they got the white people on. They got interviewing Iranians. Why you keep going with the propaganda of the Epstein class? Said propaganda? Epstein is real. Those files are real. What are you talking about? That's the people that run your country. What are you talking about, lady? You keep that propaganda to the Americans and the other West. The Epstein people run your countries.
Jabba says Kagame is slick like Obama. I don't know, but I think he's smart still. Puppets.
He's agreeing with you. Saying slick, it means he's smart. He's saying he's slick. Yeah, he's saying he's slick like Obama. I don't believe he's that slick to me. I believe this is my opinion of Kagame. Kagame's a massive bootlick handkerchief head nigga, without a doubt, right? But Kagame likes order. He doesn't want Rwanda to look like the rest of Africa all fucked up and impoverished and shit. Even though it is, but he wants to have for his own namesake, just for his own namesake. Outside of Africa, so he's not looking like a laughing, because the other African leaders look like laughing stock. And look at your country. You don't got regular roads. Your roads are fucked up. Your hospitals. Kagame wants to have respect outside of Africa. Said, man, you really built a good country. You got good roads. It's clean. You got real functioning hospitals. You don't got trash and shit and markets all fucked up like they do in all these African countries. You know, Africa has all these markets just anywhere, just street markets and street food. You won't find none of that shit in Rwanda. You won't find street food, none of that shit. It's like Europe. So he wants to be known as a leader that made African country actually work in order. And so Rwanda does work like that. You won't find a bunch of, don't get mad. You won't find you doing Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, all these markets and shit just every fucking. You won't find that in Rwanda. You'll find that Rwanda has actually a street address. You can get on the phone and it say 1232 Roseville Street, and that's an address, and a package goes there. So that's what Kagame wants to be known for. He doesn't want to be known as same way South Africa is what that lady, like that lady said, look at this stuff in South Africa. All these markets, this is South Africa. We can't have that here. We can have these people just having shit in the street, selling shit. All these damn shit like this. And they did. They came and got rid of all that shit.
I am buying a lot from Rwanda. I mean, yes, that has been considered one of the cleanest countries in Africa.
I think I should send them this Christmas. This Christmas, I'm sending them to Rwanda. This Christmas,
I'm not buying. I can leave my $20 on the street. I'm not buying that the country.
No, there's poverty. I never said Rwanda's poor as fuck. I'm not saying there's no poverty. I'd be a fool of us if it wasn't poverty. It wasn't poverty.
Any country, I can't leave my $20. Of course.
Don't be trying to throw in the bus with the $20. right. But look, we know Rwanda's poor because they were reported would be a bunch of Rwandans in Kenya. We know they're poor, but I'm just saying it's organized poverty, right? It's poor, but it's organized because Kagame's a brutal dictator. So he formed the country like his personality. He wants things clean and efficient. Right?
That's what I'm saying is he's kind of smart because of trying to pull that move to blind the other people, blind, make his people love him, voting 99% of the votes and all that. So come on, we give Kagame his credit.
We're gonna do it this Christmas holiday, guys. I was gonna do them last year, but I got the money. We're gonna do them this. So we got Joby. We get Joby $20. Put it in the purse, and leave a purse like at the bus stop or some shit, right? And see, and we're gonna let it go away. Come back like in 2 hours and see if the purse still there.
I can risk $1, not $20. God damn it, because I know it's gonna be gone. How long was that? Have you seen the one this time to talk that they're being oppressed? I mean, come on. The could make excellent copies of established firearms. Africans can do the same. I agree. And say
exactly. They don't. That's what I'm asking. Why haven't they done it? You getting arms. All you gotta do is take a weapon, look at it, break it down, and say, okay, this works like this. Okay, I make that mold of this, mold of that. Next thing you got your own weapons. How long does that take? Doesn't take long to do that.
Yeah, but also see, Badaba says that is how the mafia operates. That is Ruto says he will create chaos and suspend the election. He's trying to. That's why you see the Somali borders.
Everyone's trying the Somali borders. Yep.
The RSF coming to the country, that is questionable.
Exactly. Now tell me that now. Shout out to Iran again. It's because that's how you know Ruto's a puppet of. Remember the UAE, whatever it's called, the United Arab, the UEA, United Arab Emirates, and the UAE is backed by the Europeans and the Americans. So we know through them, they will use them to destabilize Sudan and try to overthrow that government. So Iran now bombing the fuck out of the UAE, right? It's now fucked up the funding of the RSF in Sudan. So now the Sudanese army is taking back the towns, and now you got the RSF in Kenya that Ruto brought in. These terrorists created by the West. So, like I said, I hope they blow the UAE off the map. The Iran said they're going to do that. They're not. These fake kingdoms, they're not going to be able to operate the way they used to. I know that Mandani said, these fake kingdoms, nah, they're not going to be able to operate the way they used to. These fake family dictatorships. I love the way Iran just tells the truth. These fake family dictatorships, because they're not democrats. The UAE and all these fake family dictatorships. They're not gonna work like that no more. Now they'll do what we tell them to do, or they won't exist. Shout out, Iran. That's power. You do what the fuck you do. So none of that shit Joe be talking about. Well, that Bikini Faso be strategic. Iran told the people around them, you do what the fuck you're told to do, or we'll blow your ass up. None of that shit. All these Arab states, like I said. Oh, Joe, before we leave, do this for me, Joe, before we leave. Go to TikTok real quick and say, Iraqis take back the country. No, say Iraqis kick out NATO. Say Iraq, IRAQ, kicks out NATO, NATO. What's NATO doing in Iraq? Oh, they were stealing the oil. White people stealing the oil. NATO in America. So they kicked them out.
This is huge breaking in. The U.S. pulling out fast from Iraq, leaving behind their weapons and equipment. U.S. and NATO forces have reportedly fully evacuated Victoria Base in Baghdad after coming under sustained attacks from pro-Iran militias. Once a massive
now this Iran taking back Iraq from the Europeans who've been there. We've been there for 25 years. So this Iran taking back, remember, Iraq was used as a weapon 40 years ago. Iraq had waged war against Iran, which Saddam Hussein has, and Baghdad Bob and them, right? So now this is Iran taking over Iraq, the next country, and kicking out the white man. I told you, this is 1492, when the white man is finally getting defeated everywhere. It's the end of his ass. That's what I try to tell people. Everything's a cycle. The cycle of this motherfucker's coming to an end. It's him getting knocked in the fucking mouth. Right? So now Iran kicked them out of Iraq. They get their ass out of it. They beg, please give us 24 hours. Don't kill us no more, daddy. Don't kill us no more. So it's Iran. So we're going to take over Iraq, which they did now. And we're going to fuck up the UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. All these fake Muslim kingdoms created by the white man. Iran said, we'll break your motherfucking back. That's what I told you that Burkina Faso should have told fucking Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and all other boot-licking handkerchief head niggas. Should have been did it. Should have gave that same ultimatum. That's why you got Tinubu up there in England. Hey, you about the terrorism. You supposed to tell me I'm going to break your back, nigga. You bootlick. That's what you're supposed to do. What Iran is doing. I'm going to break your back. That's what Iran is doing. So none of you puppet countries, when we get done with you, you will not exist. That's what goddamn the Seattle State just said. None of you niggas gonna exist when we get done with you. Go ahead, Joe, let him play.
36,000 personnel, the base functioned like a self-contained city and stood as one of America's largest overseas military bases. And as pressure intensified, coalition advisors also pulled out from operational command and support camps across Iraq, with many relocating to nearby Jordan. What makes this even more dramatic are claims from local sources that on their way out, U.S. forces detonated light and medium-sized equipment before officially announcing their withdrawal. If confirmed, this marks a
like you said, so the equipment, that's what you do. You blow up your equipment so the enemy can't get it, because you would what? Reverse engineer it. You say, okay, how does this shit work? Break it apart and rebuild it so I can build it myself. So of course America's gonna blow up the equipment so you can't reverse engineer it. You reverse engineer all that shit. Go ahead, Joby.
Shift in the region. Not just a tactical move, but a symbolic one. And the main thing is, this isn't happening in isolation. Iraq has increasingly become a front line in the wider U.S.-Iran conflict. Iran-backed militias in Iraq have been launching repeated drone and missile attacks on U.S. bases in response to American operations against Iran. After years of presence, America may now be stepping back under fire, raising serious questions about stability, influence, and what comes next in Iraq. More news is coming, and I will keep you updated. Make sure to follow for
what this means? Iran's oil money, oil wealth, is a wealthy country, doesn't go directly to the Bank of Rothschild in fucking New York. That's what that means. It means the Iraqis, since they've been put in poverty. Remember, Iraq's a rich country because of its oil, which Africa should be, but we know why they're not. So Iraq, who's been put in poverty for almost 30 years, when America invaded it, it took over the oil money and it went directly to the motherfucking Federal Reserve Bank, the Rothschild Bank in New York. That's a fact. You look it up. We get back our motherfucking oil wealth, our money. And Iran said, ain't gonna be no more motherfucking bases up in here. Why do you think everybody want to go to Africa and build bases? All that old stupid shit they tell you. So Iran said, won't be no more American bases allowed in this area ever again. Will not we're gonna negotiate. They will not be allowed. You won't have a base in Iraq. Of course, they got their ass out of it. You won't have a base in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Oman, Abu Dhabi. None of that shit. That's out. Okay, that's out. That's out. You won't. If you put a base in Israel, we're gonna blow it up. Okay. So, and Joby was gone. I want to say this. Remember, before we leave, let me say this because we're gonna no music show this weekend because Joby has been gone for 2 days. So remember, Trump gave, as we wind up. Remember, Trump gave Iran an ultimatum. If you don't do what we tell you to do in 40 hours, we're gonna blow your shit up. Your energy, right? Iran said, you blow our energy up, your world economy is gonna collapse. We're gonna blow up all your fake kingdom's oil wells. All of them. I forgot. I remember Joby looked this up tonight on the show. Remember, all those cables, all those internet cables that go through Bahrain, that connect the internet to China and all that shit, Iran said we're gonna cut the cables in the water. So all your information with your Jeff Bezos and your Microsoft shit here in the Middle East, we're gonna cut your communication cables in the water. We're gonna cut all that shit up. We gotta cut it to pieces. Man, shout out to the Iranians. We're gonna cut all that shit up. So that's why you got Trump saying, well, we're not gonna do nothing. We've been talking to the Iranians, lying. We've been talking to Iranians and we come to good conclusions, very good conclusions. We're not gonna do anything right now. Hey, Iran holds all the cards. That's what you do when you're not scared. You got a big bull in everybody. See, this is the end. The empire has no close. America, the great empire. This is the end of an empire. You better start buying real shit. Because American dollar, if they do anything, it's going to collapse. We're all going to be out here butt naked, fucked up. Okay? So much love, family. We come back on tonight, talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, they see Job and them were at some conference. Job and them were gone for 2 days. They had some conference, but a white man at some conference in a hotel. White man punched them in the head. Ah, get this work. Get this work.
They wish, they wish. Let me just say that. Have yourselves a beautiful day. See you tonight. But we're coming back in a few with the Tubonge show. So kindly come back. We shall be still on YouTube and see what we're going to be talking about. But have yourself the rest part of your morning. Peace.